We're doing alright. When we are apart, we always do the same dance. Always on the fence, never making sense. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. I'm not gonna be the one tonight. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So don't say you need me when I walk away. So many words but they don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you need me cause we're not a thing. We're not a thing. We're not a thing. I'm doing alright. Since we are apart, you know it's always the heart first. Don't care if it hurts, you're making it worse. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. Not gonna feel a thing. I'm not gonna see your face tonight. Not gonna see your face. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So cry all you want, but I still walk away. Cry all you want, but I still walk away. So many words, but you don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you love me, cause it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Esports Rundown. Sorry that we missed last week because Dom has a horrible working schedule.
Very bad.
Yeah. Anyways, we got Dom, Camzy, and Cam. We're here talking about, some esports today. Definitely not what was happening, and Cam almost breaking his webcam like about 2 seconds ago. We got Valorant, League of Legends, Call of Duty, Rocket League, CSGO, and closing statements. I'll open this up right here, right now. There was a Halo tournament, and Formal got 40 kills. There's your Halo tournament, hollers. Anyways.
Phase Up, the only team I like. The only phase team I like.
Be talking about phase.
Frosty.
CSGO, fuck you. Anyways, we got Valorant.
That's it. There's not much to cover in Halo.
Take it, NA VCT, it was called, or whatever. Oh, you got
Don't
I don't know what that is, but all right.
Okay, so let's go fucking nowhere.
I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Wait, where did you send it in podcast?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. I was on Twitter.
Dude.
I was like, wow, this looks cool.
If your webcam actually broke that would be the picture. Anyways, we got NA Valorant. I don't know what fucking tournament it was, but we got Cloud9 beating Energy, then Loud beating EG, and EG getting trounced by NRG.
These were the international leagues, the VCTs.
In the international leagues for VCT. Okay. You know, EG still proven, just like in Counter-Strike, can't win a fucking game. Even though they beat Cloud9, I guess, last week or 2 weeks ago or some shit. And then Loud trounced NRG in a 3-0.
Energy did make it all the way back, though. Very surprising.
Hey, that's fine. I'm talking about EG. EG fucking won one game. 2-0 and then lost.
At least they got a game off Loud.
Yeah, EG qualified for Tokyo though.
Oh, well.
So.
Anyways.
And they were like the 6th ranked team in NA, so it's kind of a shocker. Playing with a team that put together 2 months ago. And half their team can't go to Tokyo because they didn't start the visa application in time.
Let's fucking go. That's gonna be us in Counter-Strike, probably. Dude,
Yeah.
dude, no. If we go to a land and we are required visas, and I don't get like 1 year like notice about it, I'm not showing up.
They shouldn't allow you in any state anyways, so or any country, regardless of which. You're just
Dude,
too much
I'm
of
a
a menace.
fucking menace. Yeah.
You're a menace to society.
All right, who wants to take?
I'll do
Europe?
Pacific.
Okay.
So Pacific, we had the upset of PaperX 2-0 over DRX. So DRX drops to the lower bracket finals, 3-2 over T1. Easy win. Things are looking bright for DRX in the grand finals against PaperX. Up 2-0. Boom, PaperX reverse sweep 3-2. Crazy. They were so close, but yet so far away. DRX probably going to win Tokyo.
Thanks, Neo.
Probably not, though.
And then in the, I'm presuming, sorry, I was dozing off for a second. We haven't, I'm presuming we haven't talked about Europe yet, which I would gladly cover on this. Is looks like FUT versus Team Vitality in the lower bracket quarterfinals. FUT took that 2-1. Navi versus Giants. Navi took that 2-0. FUT versus Navi in the lower bracket semifinal, where FUT won 2-0. And then went on to the lower bracket final. The upper bracket final, before I get to that, was Fnatic versus Liquid, which is a 2-0 to Liquid. Rest in piss. Lower bracket final was Liquid versus FUT, where the Turkish team could not get a map against them, and they ended up 3-0 in
Fuck you, Liquid.
And then the grand final was Fnatic versus Liquid, where the Fnatic team, led by Boaster, could not do anything against them. Got one map, and Liquid was able to just shut them out 3-1.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty surprising.
Hey,
people were talking about Fanatics like the team to beat in the world right now. So
I gotta say something.
Poster and Durkee, Derek, whatever his name is.
My boys in FUT, you know, they're
sucks,
killing
buddy.
Buddy.
Just like
You got some boys in chat too, so.
Yeah, hi, I'm not taking off my hat. I'm not bald anymore. I actually have hair, which is terrible. Anyways.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm not bald anymore, he says.
Yeah. Okay. We got League of Legends.
A quick League of Legends. Just one. We got LPL
it's quick,
China.
But you know, I got some things to talk about, motherfuckers.
He really doesn't. He's just gonna say how Billy's just the best still. But you got Billy going 2-0.
2-0 right now, and then you have Ultra Prime. I don't know who the fuck they are. That LNG Esports or LN Esports fucking 2-1. Then we got Team Wii fucking 1-1, and then my boys in Edward Gaming 1-1 along with Weeaboo Gaming, Fun Plus Phoenix, and Invictus, and NIP, and Royal Never Give Up, and Top, and JD, let's go, and oh my fucking god, and Thunder Talk. That, why? Okay, why is
teams
Team
5
Wii
through 12?
Hold on.
They haven't played their match yet.
Okay. Bro. Oh.
Teams 5 through 12 are all 1-1.
Yeah, 5.
And that's League of Legends.
Yeah, that's League. Yep. Anyways.
Wow. Call of Duty. We didn't really get to this. We had the online qualifiers the last episode. They just finished up the qualifiers.
Did we talk about this major or no?
Nope.
No.
It's just the qualifiers.
Well, the major went, as predicted. Not really. I mean, Rocker qualified for Worlds or Champs. Um, Florida beat Texas 3-0, which was surprising. And then Optic Texas dropped to the lower bracket, faced LA Thieves in round 1 of the lower bracket, favorites to win the major, and 3-0 by LA Thieves. So they were out of the major immediately. Then you had Rocker beat Boston Breach on a map replay. Everyone hates us.
Easy.
Easy. FaZe beat Legion 3-0. Rocker needed that to happen to make Worlds. Toronto beat New York 3-2 in the first round. Then you go down to the lower bracket again. The Breach beat the Ravens. The Ravens beat the Breach 3-1. Ravens didn't win a map all online qualifiers, so that's pretty impressive. Legion beat Seattle 3-0. Seattle fell off. Them dudes suck now. And then the start of a impressive losers bracket run, the Subliners take out the Gorillas 3-0. Then in winners round 2, Rocker beat Florida Mutineers 3-0, smoking on the Mutes pack. FaZe beats Ultra 3-1. Drop down to losers again here. We got oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. I had the Twitch up on the side and an ad popped. Let me see. I don't even remember where I left off. Oh, Thieves 3-0'd Ravens, Subs 3-0'd Legion, and then the Subs 3-0'd the Mutineers, and then the Ultra 3-0'd the Thieves. There's just a lot of 3-0s.
Yeah.
Then the Subs had a tough task with Ultra and beat them 3-2. And then Rocker in winners finals went down 3-0 against FaZe, and then in the elimination finals lost 3-0 against the Subliners. And then the Subliners win the whole thing 4-3. That was about it.
And then
Made the run of the century.
They did.
Yeah, the world's for CDL is
COD champs.
Yeah, COD champs. Round
The
1.
end of COD.
Atlanta FaZe versus Seattle. Toronto versus LA Thieves. Optic versus Boston. And then Subliners versus Rocker, which I take it, Kamzy, you want Rocker to beat Subliners. Little bit of a revenge arc.
This is just actually what I've been looking at this, and I don't see a loss on Rocker's COD champs run. So yeah, easy COD champs win right there for the Minnesota Rocker.
Yep. Yeah.
The boys in purple and black and teal. Turquoise.
Motherfucker. All right.
This is
now,
great.
Rocket League. Dom.
Don't worry, boys. I got this one. So we got the invitationals going on. OCE last invitational was done. 5 subs. No.
I get paid a lot more than that.
Go to his channel and do that. He'll probably do like 20.
50.
Okay, you would do 20. But anyways.
Yeah, for half of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. We had Ground Zero Power to Surani. I think that's how you say it. And the Pioneers, those were the top 4 for the Invitational. Power needed to be over Pioneers to make the major, and they did. So Ground Zero and Power are going to the Boston major.
Let's fucking go.
This is the thing here is now Ground Zero and Power are the top fighting for the second place spot to go to the Worlds. So whoever outplaces the other one goes to Worlds. If not, I think they do like a tiebreaker, which is gonna be interesting if that does happen. Then we had, for the first time since the Middle East became a thing, we have Rule 1 going over Falcons. So Falcons have always made every single main event, for every single major and LAN. Now this changes now because Rule 1 will be taking that spot, which is going to be really interesting. No other MENA team has been represented before on a world stage. So congrats to Rule 1 there.
So this is Falcon's first time missing out of a major.
Falcon's first time missing out of a RLCS LAN event.
They already lost, or they have a content creator now instead of a CSGO player. So what's worse,
The results for IEM Dallas.
They
that's
didn't
what's worse.
drop him.
They
He
dropped him.
retired. They knew that
He
was going to
retired
retire.
because he got
Fuck
dropped.
you. Fuck you.
The dude
He
couldn't
retired.
compete anymore
They didn't
and got
drop him.
dropped.
Kenny Cope, this is as Pavel says or as Pister says, this is not fit my narrative. Go fuck yourself. Anyways,
We
Fuck
have
you and your
we have the
narrative.
I Am Dallas. So this
Alright.
this just ended and we were able to watch it. So
Yep.
pretty interesting.
So well, actually, you guys were able to watch the grand final.
Oh, you were able to. You just chose not
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna take an old man nap during the grand finals because I need a stream and I'm
That was
tired.
all on you, buddy.
It was noon,
Dude,
brother. What
yeah,
the fuck
oh,
are you
I
tired
know.
for? Or I'm
Dude,
sorry, you
I
went to
just
sleep
been
at
fucking-
2:30 your time. Unreal.
No,
Pipsqueak,
3.
easy pickings.
Anyways, we have Astralis and Mouse. Mouse
Fake dinner tonight.
Mouse 2-0 over Astralis. G2 and
Yep.
FaZe. Really wish a lot of results were different here. FaZe beat them 2-1.
G2. That was honestly a good.
Honestly,
match.
I really hope Nico is going to announce his retirement next after that performance. But other than that,
So then semis, we got Heroic versus Mouse, and honestly, in my opinion, I'm sorry, the grand final of this tournament, I truly, even though I didn't see a lot of the grand final of this tournament, it the semifinal FaZe versus Ents, I feel like that was the grand final. How, at least that last map.
triple
last map
with
was-
5
Pence
overtimes.
owns FaZe.
It was quadruple overtime. And Ents beat FaZe 2-1, and then grand final, Ents beat Mouse 2-0. Now, I just want to say, I think if a team that does that and is able to do that in a semis and make that match, at least that fucking ancient match, pretty much the grand fucking final, I feel like that they should be put in more tournaments. I'm just saying. I'm not going to go on a
Yeah, they
rant
won, and now
because
they get to go to Cologne.
I'm talking about like Blast and other tournaments like that.
Not
That's
too
what I'm
bad.
talking about. I will always say this: Ents is an underrated team. Sampaius, fucking god ass opper. Honestly, probably
He's got it
in
hitting
my
the shots
opinion,
he should. Yes.
top 5. And then also
He's
the
really
show
good.
match was played today. You know, they had an opportunity to fucking talk about it, but they didn't. Instead, they just played a show match on CS2 and was like, "Hey, by the way, we're not going to fucking talk about it at all." But yeah, USA beat all the other people. So that was kind of cool. We
won something. Yes!
we got
We
a
keep
title
winning!
belt. We got a title belt from WWE, pretty much.
Some takeaways from I Am Dallas. Mouse is going to be in store for a new upper in IGL. Both Torzy and Dexter looked absolutely garbage this tournament. So they are going to be probably in store for a new upper in IGL. Now, the upper position, I'll be honest with you, they might still be able to keep Torzy and just keep working with them because he had a lot of promise and maybe just had a bad stretch. A lot of people are saying Dexter is going to be the replacement for him because Dexter's is actually, according today on Twitter, is out of OG. So he got snaked out of OG.
Yeah,
So
I mean, you had Dexter going negative 23.
yeah. Astralis looks phenomenal.
Negative 23 is good.
Device, I should say, looks phenomenal. Glaive looks
Device looked great.
Glaive's calling looks really good, and he's still fragging as per usual. Blade Math always looks good. Buzz definitely stepped up this tournament. I'm actually really excited to see what Astralis does. G2 just showed me that Nico is yet to ruin another IGL in Hooksy, and is going to ruin any IGL he gets with his team. I'm just saying, I like Nico a lot, but every IGL he has to play with, he always ruins them. So this is just another proof of, and this is Hoopsy's last tournament. So with them, he's being dropped after this tournament as well, according to sources on Twitter, which are in the scene, some of the journalists.
It was even before this. It was rumored.
Right. Yeah. And then
it was rumored after the major dropout that they had, and then
yes.
But also, it's kind of hard. Like even with us, people who aren't doing tournaments, it's still like quite simple because it's like, well, you can't drop somebody and then try to immediately find somebody else right after the fucking major, and then you have the tournament right afterwards, you know?
Right. And then FaZe Clan, they just looked like FaZe Clan. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of them. Some tournaments you're going to get a really on-hit FaZe Clan. Other tournaments they're going to look like complete dog shit. I think at IEM Dallas, they looked really good for the
Yep.
most part up until they
Ents
faced
just
Ents,
has their number.
and Ents just
Yep.
has their number. And I, as
They
much as
beat them
everyone
like
knows
5
here,
of the last 6 times.
I hate FaZe Clan with a passion, but I will at least recognize skill, and they are definitely a good team. And I actually do not hope they break apart. I just hope that they find a new organization. That's a different story. Heroic just did heroic things where they just get to a semifinals or
Roster
quarterfinals
change
playoffs,
incoming.
and they just
Dude, hey, remember what the curse was in Mouse Sports when Kerrigan was on it?
so
As
yeah. Oh yeah.
as say, I think Get Right was the person to bring it up on
Good night, vets.
I Am Oakland, and said, and
Good
I
night.
quote, well, you know, he has a little thing on his old team of choking in semifinals, which that's
Yeah.
what it seems like with Heroic now, which sucks, but
Heroic, I think they're gonna be due for they're gonna keep Shush, they're gonna keep Yabi, they're gonna keep Katie.
I think
it's either
Heroic's
gonna
going
be
to stay together until
it's gonna be
CS2.
either it's gonna be Tessis or Stavin that leaves, because those are the two problems on that team. If I'm going to pick one, it's gonna be Stavin. That's gonna be the one that's leaving. Tessis looks actually pretty decent for his position, what he plays on that roster. So I think they keep him.
and then also another takeaway from IEM Dallas, which you were probably going to say, Cam, Sampaius is the MVP of the tournament, which I say deserved, if I'm being completely honest.
He looks like a top 5 opper in the world.
Yep.
From this tournament, he looks like a top 5 opper. He was, as Dom said, he was hitting the shots he was supposed to be, but I've watched some of the FaZe match. I really didn't care too much. I had some things going on, so I wasn't watching it too much. But I joined in towards overtime yesterday, and I witnessed him hit shots that he normally doesn't hit, like shots that like no whopper usually hits unless you're simple or Zaiwu. So I would say he's top 5 at this moment in time. At this moment in time, that's subject to change. No, okay. But some Pies looks really good. Another thing about Ents is I was a non-believer of Madden or Maiden Madden, whatever his name is, and
I think it's Madden, yeah.
And he's proven me wrong, where he can actually play consistently. I think what my biggest issue here, and Nerds, by the way, looked really good too. But
Nerds,
that
he
team
was
looked phenomenal.
that.
The issue being is they're making a roster change. That has been confirmed that there is a change after this tournament happening. We don't know what it is, but they are not sticking together. So that's the only thing that sucks. Is I want to know who's leaving. I hope to God they change their mind last second. Go. Actually,
they might, after seeing this, they might.
Well, it depends how far along in the process they are.
That is true, yeah.
Because G2 can't now. G2 is not able to go back and like say, "Oh, Hoopsie, you're back on the team." Like it's over. Like this is done. So it doesn't matter how well they play at this point. So
and then
we just don't know how far along.
I guess another takeaway from it is Nitro's last CSGO match. Technically, he did end it off in a win because he was part of the show match. And you know, he didn't even get to hold that belt. Stunner did, so good job, Stunner. But yeah, honestly,
who replaces him?
We were talking about Twist leaving FaZe, but I don't think he will now. No, I think it's either going. I agree with you, Cam, because if you guys don't know, we talk about this shit off podcast.
If he didn't make playoffs, I would agree. But they made playoffs. They got semifinals. They almost made it to grand finals. They're not getting rid of the Twist.
That fucking that ancient match. Yeah, best match of that fucking.
I am 90% sure Twist is not leaving FaZe to come back to.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the two players would be. I agree with you, Stewie or Automatic.
Okay.
You could throw a wrench in there and say some random other player that they're going to pick up out of fucking nowhere.
I have 5 players.
All right.
Just let me cope for a second before we move on from this topic.
I got you.
Stewie's my number one. Stewie has been on that team. He's very familiar with everybody. Yakendar calls just like him. He is a secondary caller at nature. He would fit that team perfectly, and he can frag when he's not actually IGL. Automatic is the best player off of EG at the moment, and is basically their carry at this moment in time. He's still disgusting. He looks like he's just as good as he was back in 2018. It's just he has shitty pieces around him at AG. He goes there. He actually has decent players around him. Granted, Elish has not been playing well lately, but Naf has, and OC has been playing pretty well given the circumstances. He has some good players around him. He will make splashes. I think he'd be really good. I don't think he's going to take out like teams like, I don't know, like FaZe Clan at their peak, but they're going to be able to give them at least a run for their money. Maybe take a map off them, maybe. But still, they'd be, or Vitality too, but they'd be making it to semifinals and stuff, I think, with that roster eventually, over time, not right away, of course. Number 3 is Swisher. He's the NA prodigy right now. He's the next big thing, like your Som or your Obo from back in 2019. Swisher is probably the best player that's not on a tier 1 roster at the moment. And he is an insane fragger. He's dismantled EU and tier 1 Brazilian teams. So he's very, very good. He actually has a really good team surrounding him. You'll be able to see him in EPL this year because they made it to EPL. So ATK will be playing there. Fourth player, I would say B-Wills. B-Wills is a very solid pick. He's from Nouns. Disgusting. He can frag. Even in their losses against G2 and Furia when they got smoked, he was still fragging them out. He was still doing really well against them, given the circumstances. It would be either him or Marky at that point for me. The 5th player and my last player is Grim. As much as I don't want to see Grim come back, I will say Grim could come back and pick up his spot again because then he wouldn't have to change his positions like he did a year ago. But I like him on Complexity. I want to see Complexity succeed. They won't be doing that without Grim. So I would prefer him not to come back. I think there's other talent in this pool to go from. But that's my 5 picks.
Dom, who do you think is?
It would be hard not to say Stewie. Just because he's around, he's making content as well, he's streaming, he's always playing something. These other people, you kind of don't really know what they're doing sometimes.
He's like a Tarek in a way.
He's been playing a lot of CS.
I'm manifesting Stu. That's it. That's all I got.
It would be like, I can see it, but at the same time, they picked up Fallen at one point, like where you have to think like they could just throw a fucking wild card and be like, hey, let's pick up this random person.
Well,
you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if someone from Nouns gets picked up from him.
That's true.
Like I said,
and that's B-Wills.
Marky or B-Wills.
Yeah. I agree. Well, another thing too that people have been passing around is actually going European, going international, which I don't want to see because Liquid's NA. I want to stay NA.
We need the cope.
But yeah, exactly. I need the cope. But Flames off of OG, which is by far their best player, is actually they're looking to get Flames, which I think would be dope to have. Again, I want to stick with NA. I think Stewie would be great. He's been talking about how CS is better than Valorant, or how he likes it more than Valorant, that he would like to come back. He's been playing it a lot more. Really, the only reason why I think I've seen him playing, and I think he's touched on this in stream. I could be wrong though. You can correct me if I'm wrong in stream, but he's basically just doing it for viewership at this point. He prefers CS over the game. He likes the community over Valorant's community. No shit on Valorant because I like Valorant. I'll play if I had a team to play. I'd probably play it as much as I play CS. But
one name that I want to throw in there just because I did a little bit of research. After the show match, we had 2 North American. Well, we had 2 NA players. I don't want to call them stars. One is a star. The other, we got Skadoodle and JDM playing. I'm not going to throw out Skadoodle. I don't think that man will return. If he does, that would be cool, but I think that he would only return to streaming.
JDM wants to return as a player. He's already tweeted that out. It's on and he's saying he's returning. Him and then a couple other people. Caboose is returning from actually returning. Hiko is returning, but into a content creator. JDM and Caboose are actually returning competitively from what I've seen on Twitter. Stewie, obviously, on that place that he's looking to join a CS team. From what it seems like, this is all speculation, of course. And then Minus, and then a Complexity IGL from back in the day, which I've mentioned before. Uber. He was a IGL for Complexity for 2016, 2017, I believe, and he was really good. He was a really good IGL, and he's looking to join a team Minus, which was someone that was just below OC in terms of the next prodigy for Oppers. From last time I checked on his Twitter, he was looking for a team as well. I could be wrong though; he might have changed his mind, but from what I could see, he's been doing a lot of FPL. And then one other thing I've seen, and I can't confirm this, and I wish I could. I'm hoping I see this, but I would love to see Kusta return to playing, just to give some more veteranship
it would be kind
in
of
NA.
funny.
We need more veterans in NA at this point.
I speaking of
sorry.
veterans,
Uh-huh.
it just came to me. Another name. Super manifesting from the depths. Some for liquid.
Some from
Summit 1G, the return.
The return
He's not
after
World
the
of
Molly
Warcraft,
burned
sorry.
him to death in fucking what, like 2016, 2017?
Well,
Bro,
he has a competitive team he's been playing with.
Yeah, he has been playing a bunch too.
Yeah,
That would be funny.
Give me Flom.
I mean,
that I'm not gonna lie though, that
That'd
would
be
be
funny,
really
though.
fucking
any
cool.
Jason R's?
Jason R's back, and he's been killing it with his stream though. I'm not gonna give my opinion on him, but they're not picking him up. PR.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's a
I would
PR
pick him up.
nightmare.
I would not
GG's.
pick him up. I would not pick him up though.
He pulled it ninja, but guess what? His fame could not save him from that.
Okay.
Did. But anyways, to wrap it up with Counter-Strike and to wrap things up, we got the next tournament is in 3 days. We got the Blast Premier
Cam's going.
Spring. Yeah.
I'm going.
Yep. And Cam will be screaming his fucking lungs out for Complexity.
He's bringing a laptop and opening a knife.
Cam's gonna be like.
I'm doing.
Also, speaking about that, Jesus, the YouTuber, he unboxed fucking gloves at Dallas.
They had a whole counter on stream. There was like, how many did it say, Dom?
2 golds.
2 golds or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw another video. Someone
0
opened.
reds. But 2 golds.
Yeah. So, Jesus opened up a pair of like racing green gloves. That's pretty cool on camera. And then also, the major knife that happened, that was fake. I don't know if I talked about that, but there was actually a knife that was unboxed at the major, to Swagger Souls, not opened up by him. He left, and Anomaly was spending his own money, and Anomaly opened up a paracord slaughter for Swagger Souls. So he has a new knife now.
Man just got
and then
luck.
afterwards, after the spring final, we got ESL Challenger Kevise. And then there's going to be no tournament up until Blast Fall Groups, which I'm just saying. It's now June.
You're manifesting this way too.
Oh, I'm manifesting it.
You're coping harder than me with
Dude,
NA, brother.
I just feel like it would be so nice because Cologne's in 53 days. Just
look
right there.
Look, bro. This is CS. This is Valve we're talking about. They don't give a fuck about the schedule, bro.
I know they don't.
They don't care.
I know. I just, dude.
But to close out the cope, let's be honest here. We do have a Halo tournament that someone really wants to talk about.
Dude, I talked about it. It was
So
going on.
I'm
going to
go over the upper bracket final here. The upper bracket final was FaZe Clan for Space Station. FaZe Clan took it 3-2. Lower bracket final was Space Station Optic. Space Station took that 3-1. And in the grand final, we had FaZe Clan beating Space Station again 4-3.
Ooh.
I really would like to see Navi actually do something, but other than that,
that's why Dom is our favorite. I talked about the Halo thing at the start. I was like, formal drop 40 kills. I want.
But I mean,
yeah, and I said, let's go FaZe.
FaZe were down 3-1 in the finals, and they did make the comeback.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they did LeBron James Cavaliers from 2016.
So let's be honest though, CS2 is coming out
You don't know when.
after Cologne.
Okay, here we go.
I feel it.
Okay, bees, you're speculating on stuff we have no clue about.
We have no clue
Well, I'm
about
just
this
saying,
person.
Clone is the
Did you not
Is,
see the
like-
video that Dom shared? The
Which
ESL
one?
video? Monesi's
so-
hours are down after the major. He's been playing. It's coming soon. 4th of July.
Hey, just
that would be
saying,
dope.
I can't wait for the LCS to come back.
Yeah. I don't know much about that. All what my friend sent me, he he texted me and said, "Hey, you should talk about this in your podcast." I was like, "Okay, what?" He was like, "All the LCS stuff, all the
It's the
LCS
Pope.
stuff is over. League of Legends is gone." I was like, "How,
That's me when we talk about this.
dude?"
Me when
I
BZ
don't-
starts coping.
Oh, fuck you. But yeah, he
Me when
texted me. I
BZ
was like,
talks
"What
about
the fuck?"
Kerrigan being better than Snappy.
I'm just saying he had a amazing fucking call to bring it into overtime.
Yeah, Dexter solos both.
Let's wrap this up. All right.
Hey
You-
guys,
too much
thanks
cope going
for
on.
joining us on
Not even
episode
cope, Kerrigan's good.
14.
Also, just want to say a shout out to Single versus Young Ninjas. All right, I'm on
Shut this guy
HLTV on
up.
today's matches.
What are you on about, brother?
Dude, I don't know, bro. He's just coping left and right today.
I think Hollers missed us talking about Halo.
Hollers, go back inside the
No
VOD. We
way.
just talked about it. Dom mentioned some shit about it.
Yeah, we talked about how phase 1.
Oh shit! I know we're like prolonging it, and I'm sorry, but hold on. At
jeez.
Jake Sucky.
Brother.
Let's see real quick. Okay. Oh, we get to hold on. Oh, what was the knife? What was the knife? Show me the
No.
fucking knife, kid. And okay, well, I don't know the knife. Anyways, cool. He was at Dallas.
Give it a wrap, bees.
Wow.
Oh, you want me to end it?
Wrap her up.
Okay, anyways, this was episode 14 of the Esports Rundown podcast. Again, sorry that why are you so awkward? It's because I am. I'm fucking tired. Be quiet. Go follow us on all our social medias. Go follow me on Twitch. Go follow this on Twitch and everything. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, for real. End of the episode, everything like that. We'll talk to you guys hopefully next week. Cam has the fucking disco lights that I thought he broke his fucking camera.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bum, 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 bum.
Thank you for the follow, Summon. Love ya. Thank you, Minnesota Elite.